strongly suggest you do the same.
This was my one opportunity, and you blew it all to hell.
You have to follow my rules to stay safe.
I want you to know what's going on.
No problem. I can take care of that.
We're gonna have to change how we run the business.
Somehow, even with everything going on, Valentin remains the calm, level-headed parent, while Lulu, not so much. Somehow, she's still coming across as the unstable one when it comes to Charlotte. It's almost laughable, considering she can barely manage to focus on Rocco for more than a day. But sure, let's put her in charge of finding Charlotte. Great plan. And seriously, what was Lulu thinking? Waking up from a 4-year coma and immediately diving into this whole Find Charlotte mission. She should have been taking it easy, not storming around like she's the superhero of the day. But nope, she's back at it, yelling, panicking, and acting like she has it all together. Someone get this woman a nap. She's clearly out of her depth. Then there's Sunny, strolling into the hospital when, surprise, surprise, Cyrus tries to take him out. Enter Jason, cue the dramatic exit for Cyrus. Boom, problem solved. Oh, and Elizabeth's back in action as head nurse, because apparently that's what hospitals need. Someone who can handle all this chaos. As for Lulu, I'm going to have to fast forward past her scenes. Honestly, all she does is yell and freak out. Yes, we get it, she wants Charlotte back. But at this point, it's just one big emotional meltdown after another. Maybe she should return to her coma, at least then, she's out of the way for a while. Now, Michael, I have a feeling he might ask Jason to pretend to be the father. With Sasha planning to stay in the family's orbit, it makes sense. He wants her close to family. And honestly, if Jason says no to Sunny's offer, it's not like he has a big role in the Quartermain drama anyway. This whole baby situation is about keeping Sasha comfortable. And with her in the family fold, maybe some of her worries will ease up. As for Lulu, her whole storyline is beyond irritating. She should still be in rehab, recovering from a coma, not running around town, acting like she can take on the world. She's tough, sure, if by tough you mean desperately flailing around, trying to bully anyone who stands in her way. Enough already. The hate for Lulu is real, but honestly, I get it. She shouldn't have been the one searching for Charlotte. She's a mom, yes, but her sense of urgency and her inability to calm down are making things worse. Valentin may have kept Charlotte away before, but right now, Lulu needs to take a breath. Maybe Charlotte will choose her, but let's be real, this storyline's a mess. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Valentine should definitely keep full custody of Charlotte, and Dante should totally keep Rocco. I mean, who wouldn't trust them with kids, right? Also, I'm glad Lulu's awake, but can we just agree that this version of her is way more Spencer than the other actress? She's got the attitude and edge down, but seriously, Lulu needs to chill already. Now, let's talk about Chad leaving the show. Here's hoping they finally give him a dignified exit. Maybe they'll say he's off to live a peaceful, drama-free life with Sasha and their kid. Yeah, away from the mob and the queues, because that sounds like a dream. Endgame, right? And wow, Sunny's suddenly talking about running the business with Jason? Really? Has anyone actually seen them discuss the business lately? Because I sure haven't. Ever since Jason came back, it's like they've been avoiding each other. No scenes, no heart-to-hearts, nothing. Oh, and Sasha? She's finally spilling the beans to her family. She told Maxie and Michael, and I guess that's it. I mean, Maxie's family, but seriously, she couldn't tell anyone else. I'm just glad she told Michael. At least someone knows now. And hey, is Sunny going to hand over the reins to Jason? Because it seems like he's about to. But we all know Jason will probably turn him down. Again, thanks to Danny. So maybe Brick will be the one to take over? Who even knows anymore? As for Sunny, is he really just going to leave everything to Jason without even apologizing or having a conversation about it? Like, what's going on with that? And Lulu, Oh, Lulu, she's an absolute mess. The writers really did her dirty this time. I can't stand her and her attitude. Seriously, someone tell her to just go back to sleep already. What in the world has happened to Anna Devane? She's completely lost it. Tasing Brennan because he talked to Emma. That's the kind of move you'd expect from a villain, not her. And don't get me started on her kidnapping Martin and locking him up. What happened to the woman who used to have some sense? Anna's acting like a criminal, and yet she's the one still calling out Sunny like she's some sort of moral compass. Please. Drew and Willow. Honestly, could they be any more obnoxious? They're out here, playing it cool, like they couldn't care less about anything or anyone. Why is nobody calling them out on their nonsense? I miss Amy just for the gossip she'd spread around the hospital. At least then, someone would have said something about these two. Drew just keeps chasing Willow around, and it's honestly sickening. And then there's Dante. What was that? He could have ruined everything just because he's on some weird crusade to rescue women. Like he's got a god complex or something. He's usually a good guy, but he's completely out of line here. Lulu was right. She's the only one who makes sense anymore. Poor Rocco, abandoned by both his parents on Christmas, to go off on some wild mission to find his sister. Not okay. This is just getting ridiculous. Anna tasing Jack was a huge mistake too. He's one of the few good characters left on the show, and she just took him down. What a mess. And if they ever try to pair her with Jason, I'm out. That's just gross. Honestly, the writing is falling apart. Michael and Sasha's storyline is one of the few good things left, but Lulu's story feels completely disconnected from any kind of reality. Anna's behavior is beyond ridiculous, and it's only getting worse. They're ruining a show that used to be so good. Maybe if they just throw Lulu, Anna, and Drew out, we could salvage some of it. Where do I even begin? Lulu may have just taken the crown for most surprising plot twist. She's the one who led the WSB to Valentine, not Dante. Shocking, right? And don't even get me started on the Drew and Willow affair. Honestly, it's a mess. The writing is so bad, it's almost like they're trying to see how much nonsense viewers will tolerate. And poor Cameron, thinking they're going to be the next Luke and Laura. Newsflash, buddy, no one believes that. Not the fans, not the actors, and certainly not the writers. Maybe the only thing they got right is that they're too old for it. Laura was loved. Luke was the perfect charming bad boy. This whole situation? A disaster. The writing's a joke, and the producers are clearly asleep at the wheel. And Cameron? He's heading straight for a career-killing cliff, and I honestly can't believe he doesn't see it coming. I can't even begin to say how much I don't want Chad to leave over this. He deserves better. Meanwhile, Jack's starting to win me over. Who knew? He's showing more decency than half the characters on the show these days. Then there's Anna, who really crossed the line with that stunt. And let's not forget Joss, the one who made the fateful introduction. She's probably sitting back, thinking she did everyone a favor. Spoiler, she didn't. And as for GH, well, it's like they handed the writers a map to nowhere and said, just go. It's getting tough to even care anymore. Thank goodness for the magic of recording. At least we don't have to sit through some of the ridiculousness they're trying to sell us. Oh, Willow, she's practically begging to be picked off. Drew's been grooming her so perfectly, it's painful to watch. The way she just hangs on to his every word and bats those eyelashes? Cringeworthy. Jack Brennan, though, even after being tased, yes, tased, the man's still got that dreamy vibe. I can't help it, he's somehow still irresistible. As for Lulu, ever since she woke up from that coma, it's like everyone's been walking on eggshells around her. Seriously, it's getting old. After that whole argument with Dante, she really needs someone to slap some sense into her. I'm not talking about a hugs and kisses moment. I'm talking tough love. She's been skating by for far too long. And Anna, what happened? She went from delivering an epic smackdown to Valentin in the stairwell to turning into this crying, confused wreck. Not only that, but she's now abusing her position and dragging her friends into her mess to get closer to Valentin. You know what? If this is where it's going, y'all should have just kept Sam and sent Anna off to sail into the sunset with Valentin and that creepy little sociopath Charlotte. Honestly, it's just hard to watch at this point. Of course, it's totally believable that Brennan's associate missed that shot on purpose, right? Because the best way to make sure Valentin disappears with Charlotte is to just pretend to blow it. Logical, really. Lulu wasted no time throwing all the blame at Dante, like somehow his mistake was what cost her Charlotte. As if Valentin would ever just let that happen. But hey, maybe Charlotte will pull a 180 tomorrow and tell Valentin she's done running and wants to go to Lulu. Because that makes sense. And then Willow. Oh, Willow. The moment she opened her mouth to say Wiley deserved to be at Drew's event, I almost lost it. She makes me sick. The way she switched on Michael so fast is honestly baffling. Maybe she and he can just pack up, head to Washington, and stay there. Forever. We could all use the peace. As for the Nicholas situation, none of it adds up. He's still a hair, right? He's still alive, unless I missed something. And he doesn't have a life sentence, does he? So how does this all work? Oh, and what about Ace? If Nicholas never went to prison and just burned through all the money, Ace gets nothing, right? Because that's totally fair. Then, Ava. Ava, really? She actually thinks Alexis is going to help her? The gall, the audacity. She already got her divorce settlement in her accounts. She sold Windermere. That money's hers, legally. No one can touch it now, no matter how many years pass. And Alexis? She wasn't pulling punches when she told Ava what's what. You got me disbarred. We're involved in events that caused my grandchild to miscarry and played a role in getting my nephew arrested. Do you really think I'd help you? As if. Michael's exit is such a disappointment. I was hoping for some epic showdown where he finally sticks it to Willow and Drew, but no, we didn't get that. What a letdown. And Lulu's recovery. Please, it's not even close to realistic. She's acting like a spoiled brat, honestly. I can't stand it. As for Sonny, seriously, can he please listen to Jason for once in his life? He needs to get himself checked out now. I get why Jason isn't taking over the business. It's the kids. Danny, Scout, Rocco. Jason knows he's the only parent Danny has left, and he can't let those kids become targets. They've already lost Sonny, and Jason can't risk them losing another parent. Priorities, people. The kids need to come first. I get why Sasha wanted to bail and start fresh with the baby. I really do. She doesn't want to lose another child, and I can't blame her for that. But I'm glad she came clean with Michael. At least she's staying in town now, surrounded by his family, who, I'm sure, will step up if they find out the truth. Sasha's trying to keep a low profile, but honestly, after losing one baby, can anyone really blame her? And for the first time ever, I'm on Nina's side. I actually agree with her on this one. Sure, she should come clean to Willow about Drew, but I think Nina's right about Willow being in way over her head. She's biting off more than she can chew. Willow really needs to get back to Port Charles, get her act together, and focus on what's best for her and her kids. This is a losing battle. And don't even get me started on Diane Miller. With her on Michael's side, Willow doesn't stand a chance. We all know Diane is a shark in that courtroom. She's got a reputation for absolutely destroying people. If she's gunning for you, you're done. I defended Willow at first. I understood why she wanted to stay with Michael despite her feelings for Drew. She told Drew to back off, tried to avoid him, but he kept pushing and wore her down. Fine, I get it. But now she's the one actively seeking him out. She's following him everywhere. This isn't the Willow I signed up for. She's in the wrong, and I don't like what they've done to her character. I guess because Chad's leaving, they needed to give Willow something to do. But I preferred the old version of her. Good for the actress, I guess, but I'm not here for this new direction. Dante's all up in Lulu's face, right? Sam's dead, and you're about to risk everything. Throw it all away. Oh, really, Dante? Because clearly Lulu's life isn't as important as Sam's tragic demise. But hey, go ahead, guilt trip her some more. Lulu's response? Oh yeah, she's like, this is my life, thanks, Dante. Because why bother with gratitude when you can just go full steam ahead on your personal mission, right? And you know what? Dante, you go ahead and give Lulu a reality check, because it's about time someone did. She's clearly just thinking about herself. But you know, it's great to see Curtis and Nina have their heart-to-heart today. Loved the open, honest talk. Really hoping Nina actually listens to Curtis' advice, though, because at this point, Willow's got no backup. Way to go, Willow. You're totally on your own now. Oh, and speaking of decisions, going to DC, that was a move straight out of the I don't think this through playbook. Bold, defiant, and so stupid. Perfect. Then there's Curtis, hitting Nina with some hard truth. The longer you hide this, the bigger the explosion's gonna be. This made me think of that promo they accidentally dropped on Twitter today. Shocking, right? They deleted it in a hurry, but guess what? I saw it, and I still can't believe my eyes. Meanwhile, Sasha's got her whole I'll stay in Port Charles act going on because Michael asked her to. Yeah, she'll stay, because that's obviously the most strategic move here. And as for Lulu, I really hope she grows on me, but so far, nah, not my person. But seriously, why on earth is Michael and Sasha talking about the pregnancy with the door wide open? Is that normal? I mean, they've been having open-air chats about mob business, family drama, police secrets. Who does that? Oh, and I just fast-forward through any scenes with Drew and Willow. Honestly, they don't bring anything to the table. Sonny, it's time to retire, my friend. Hand over the reins to Christina. Have Jason assist her. Honestly, it's about time someone stepped up. And wait, when was Dax's funeral again? Was it like a casual, we'll just throw him in the ground and move on kind of deal? Because, you know, that seems like a really fitting send-off. And Jason? Oh, he's definitely gonna find out about Sasha's pregnancy and claim paternity. You know he'll convince her that being a quartermain means the kid will always have the backing of the family. Plus, let's not forget the stock and all those fancy hair benefits. Real sweet deal, huh? Instead of General Hospital continuously casting newbies, many of whom are still learning how to act, why not dig into the talent pool of actors from all the canceled soap operas? There's a treasure trove of seasoned actors and actresses who would be a much better fit for the show. Just saying. And seriously, if you're on Twitter, drop everything and go there now. There's a preview for next Tuesday, and it's drama central. Apparently, Sonny's house is going to get set on fire. Michael's trapped inside, and shocker, he gets caught in the flames. Sonny and Jason are scrambling to save him. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch that mess unfold? Now, let me get something off my chest about Willow. No, it's not the whole age gap issue everyone loves to bring up. Honestly, I couldn't care less about that. I love a good age gap relationship. In my next post, I'll throw out some wild and crazy ideas. At least, I think they're wild and crazy. But here's the real issue, the incest. It's gross. Seriously, it's like every other storyline on soaps these days. We get it, it's edgy, but it's beyond played out, and frankly, I'm sick of it. And Valentine. Let's talk about him for a second. The man is being selfish. He made choices that put him in this mess. But guess who else is suffering? Charlotte. If Valentine truly loved his daughter, he'd do whatever it takes to keep her safe. Staying with him? Not exactly a parental win. Valentine needs to step up and hand Charlotte over to Lulu. At least then, she could have a chance at a normal childhood, away from all the chaos he's creating. Meanwhile, Michael's over here processing the news from Sasha. He's the father of her baby, but she wants to raise the kid alone. Why? Because she loves Sonny, but refuses to let his criminal lifestyle taint her kid's future. Oh, and let's not forget the Q family drama, which she wants no part of. So she agreed to keep the whole one-night stand thing under wraps to protect Michael during his custody battle with Willow. And then Drew asks Willow to take Michael's kids to DC. And of course, Willow's like, sure, I'm totally on board. Yeah, sure, Willow, we see exactly what you're about. Michael really needs to step up and pull from both his Q and Corinthos sides to remind Drew and Willow who's boss. As for Alexis, she totally put Ava in her place about the whole Cassadine fortune situation. That was a moment. Meanwhile, Isaiah's over here telling Sonny to change his lifestyle because of his heart problems. Because, health matters. Then Lulu's throwing shade at Dante, blaming him for Charlotte not being with her, which, isn't even remotely his fault. But hey, let's pile on the blame anyway. And let's not forget Anna. She's over here worrying about Jack Brimman possibly recruiting Emma Drake to be a spy for the WSB. Because, of course, Emma should totally be caught up in this mess too. What's a good soap without a bit of international intrigue, right? I usually make it a point to avoid posting or responding to anything unless I've actually watched the episode being discussed. It's pretty obvious when people don't follow this basic rule, and hey, that's their choice. Anyway, I've just returned from a 2-week vacation in Dubai. Living the dream, obviously. And tonight I finally caught up on the episode where Ava and Trina talk about Trina's bonus, or rather, the lack of one this year, thanks to Ava's sudden financial hiccup. It was a lovely scene, and honestly, I adore the dynamic between these two. Trina was so gracious and understanding. Seriously, what a classy young lady. Now, imagine my surprise when I came across a post, won't name names, but you know who you are, completely misrepresenting the conversation and calling Trina entitled. I mean, what episode were they watching? It was so far removed from what actually happened, I felt the need to speak up. And I've seen this more than once in this group, people twisting events, and then acting all offended when called out on it. Just because you have issues with a character doesn't give you the green light to rewrite the facts. So to those who enjoy playing fast and loose with the truth, just know there's a good chance you'll get called out by others who actually watch the show. Is that really worth it? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.